Alright guys, good morning. We're taking a counter trend trade here. It's been aggressive to the bullish side this morning. This is a higher risk trade, so we scaled down to 3 contracts. We turned off our long signals, knowing that we are kind of pressed to the upside. Here with the Ichimoku, it's still showing a possibility of some long side activity here, some buy side activity. So we're moving we took a short trade here with the system, but we took it, we scaled down. We were trading with 6 contracts. We had several good trades in a row. I didn't lose a trade this morning. We were in our live room, and we're still in our live room streaming. Just wanted to pop in here and show you the system. I am working on our show you. Pulling that into our ecosystem, porting that into NinjaTrader. Gotta work on this background here. I'm doing it in phases. It's been a 3-month project for me. We were looking at price right now. Again, this isn't trading advice. You have to trade at your own risks. This is live time. We were in a squeeze at the high end of the move. We lost our trend background here with the lower B4 indicator, and price crossed the top line here, the midline, the bottom line. We started getting bearish activity here. This was the expectation of the move. I was showing one of our members. We have a new member with us this morning. I'm teaching him how to use our kiss dot methodology. Our kiss dot start firing. We typically use that for guarding the position. In this particular instance, on the 3-minute chart, you'll see that we have a 3-minute Ichimoku chart here. That was wave 1. We expected to pull back and touch the Tinkinson. Now we're expecting that to pull back and touch the Kijun, which, if you know Ichimoku, is right here. Now, the show you is called show you because it's showing you the actual, that's not actually what the word means, but I like the little play on words. It's showing you what the potential of the cloud, of the movement of these clouds are. We went ahead and put a cloud in the T and K, which isn't conventional. Here's the Kumo right here. Yes, overall we are bullish, but it would be healthy for this move for it to come back and take a pullback. Now, a lot of people tell you trade the pullback, wait for the pullback, and then trade the re-entry. Well, the problem is they can never tell you where the pullback's going to be. With our system, with our kiss dot methodology, we're guarding that position, waiting for the pullback. Guarding that position, waiting for the pullback. And I was just illustrating. I'd already done enough this morning. I didn't need to take any more trades. And I was talking in the room, so I was using this as a potential stop loss, this little line here. Again, I got to work on this show you. I got to make this cloud a little bit more transparent. It's still a work in progress. But the expectation here is for price to pull back at least to the Tinkinson. Let's look at what that would do if it pulled back to the Tinkinson. We need to reset here on the lower B4, and we have. We've already satisfied that. Okay, so what I use is this price oscillator right here with the B4 indicator. Typically, a pullback will come back to the 0 area here before it does the continuation to the upside. So we've satisfied that. So we've exhausted, and we're in the cloud here. It's time to go ahead and guard this coming from the top side. It's time to go ahead and lock in capital here.
Stop filled.
That could bounce on this cloud.
Stop filled.
Another area that we're looking at there is already predefined for us, and that's this level here. This zone here. I look at the top of that zone as an area of support or resistance. We have already came back and touched, we didn't quite touch the Tinkinson yet, but we've came back and touched the cloud here. We're at the 0 line. We've been aggressive with our bulls, so I'm basically using this chart. I look at the overall, I use these footprints as a volume profile. Now I could turn my long signals back on here, and that would have already got me in. I forgot I'm talking here. That would have already got me in a position here right there. In fact, if it comes back and touches it,
order filled.
We'll go ahead and take a chance on that. So I just use my chart trader here. We got a Pro Trader section here with our B4 CoPilot Pro, where you can just place resting orders on your chart. Really simple. You can break even whenever the auto positions kick in there. You can break even. Now this may be a little choppy here because it's still fighting this Kumo, not the Kumo, this Kijun is likely to go flat, so this may be a little tough position here. That being the case, I'll probably limit exposure on that. That'll put me at about 10.3. I'm not trading anymore. But overall, for what I'm doing this morning, okay, I like that. What I'm looking at is I want that to be a nice fat. Okay, good. That's a decent number. A little delta divergence doesn't hurt. Still not out of the woods yet. Well, looking at the potential movement of the Tinkinson and Kijunson. And the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars, we expect price to possibly have started moving again. Now, the problem is it could come back and touch there before it starts moving again. So at this point in time, looking at those bars and just relying on it and saying up and up, that doesn't necessarily mean up. It can come back and touch there before it goes back up. So you don't have a 100% that's what's going to happen. You just use that as a forecasting tool. Okay, I'm overall bullish. Look at your other elements on your chart. Okay, I came down, I've satisfied, I've already touched here the 0 area on my lower B4 indicator. That doesn't mean that it has to have price acceptance there, but we're hoping that that's going to be a little support there. What we'll do now is that's at a major level. I didn't get it up in time here. I'll probably lock it in right there. Guys, again, this is not trading advice. You'll have to trade at your own risks. We'll go ahead and guard that behind that point of control right there. Got an unfinished auction right there, an open space. Open space is an Ichimoku. Guys, if you don't know Ichimoku, you want to learn Ichimoku, that's my favorite subject in trading. It is my forte. It is my bread and butter. We have our B4 amp as part of our membership. You'll learn how the real way to use Ichimoku, not all that garbage you see on these YouTube videos. We're in a major level of resistance.
Stop filled.
That's how I'd handle that position. We're waiting for 1, 2, 3, probably 3 more bars to get some heavy movement. It could move now and then catch up, and that's why the Kijisen moves up. So there's definitely that possibility. But we're looking here, and here's what the problem with that there. So I'm always going around. I'm going here,
Order
here,
filled.
here, and here. I'm always looking at my big picture. What does my Ichimoku say for my forecasting? Where am I at on the overbought or oversold, and how is that in relation to my present price action? So I'm always making that circle. This is one of our grids that we share with our team members. I was, prior to this, using a lot of go-by charts. But now that I got my show you here, I'm able to just use this one grid. So this is time to lock this in. I probably should wait a little longer, but I'm scared we're going to go ahead and bounce
Stop
here at the
filled.
bottom of this.
Order filled.
One thing I do like about the system is whenever I get to points to where I want to guard it, if I do get out, the system will typically get me back in that continuation. We have it set with unfinished auction and delta divergence right now. I also have chart indicators. One of the good things about CoPilot Pro, the newest versions, is you can use your own chart indicators. In this situation, I have it loaded with our B4 Show You, and it's receiving signals from the Show You. I have about 8 different signals. So that was the first. Was that the first loss of the day, or the second? I think it's the first loss. I can't recall. First or second loss of the day there. One thing that I typically do is whenever we have a candle pausing here, the 210 bars, and it's making a full flow here, I usually put a buy chart and
Order
sell
submitted.
chart. Order. Because whenever it hits, it usually moves.
Order canceled.
In this particular instance, it came down and found support right here, but I think we probably have a little bit more room. I don't want to take full exposure on that, but I'll guard it about half throttle there. I'll go ahead and lock that in. That's a little too tight. There's our Kumo. I expected to probably find support here or here. Looking at the B4, we still got room here to the downside. We have not touched our Kijun yet. Keep that in mind. This could be a full-on play to the downside, touching the Kijun. That in mind, I'll lock in a little bit more here to leave enough to where it's comfortable trailing here. I'm going to remove
Stop filled.
drawings. Remove all drawings. Boom. Yes. I was showing one of our members how to guard with our kiss dots.
Order filled.
Basically what we're teaching is this is practically your wave 1 after a TK cross, end of wave 2 with the second set of kiss dots. We expect to pull back to the Kijun here. Doesn't always have to happen. We are pretty aggressive this morning and it may not happen. Looking at that number, I know you're not supposed to trade your P&L, and I'm not connected to this right now. I would still guard that. The reason I would guard that is I'm looking at our other candles here. I'm looking at the points of control in these other candles, and we've already broken above that, and it won't take much for this thing to start rolling to the upside.
Order filled.
Okay, so that was the second or third loss that we've had. Let's see if it's going to find support on this Tankinson here. And let's see if the Kijun's going to come up to it instead of it coming down to the Kijun. Like I said, it has been aggressive this morning to the bulls, so we may not get that full pullback like we expected.
Stop filled.
I'll guard that if it breaks through that cloud. My expectation is this bracket and the long breakout right there at that area for a target. We still got plenty of room on the upside. It could break through that. I'm gonna go back just and show you guys something. This I have my Hosada wave. It is notorious about getting the right direction and locking in. The trade it would have took was entering here and going long, and it's continued long through this whole cycle. We're at 172, which is a complete cycle of this trade where you expect a possible trend change using the Hosada wave theory, time price theory. We were having members having a little difficulty of understanding when to draw the ABC points, and so I simplified it and automated it. That was what took a long part of my development of this indicator was pinpointing that. A lot of research went into it. And as soon as I get this ready, it will be available for our members. Let's see, I got long and short both on. I'm still at 3 contracts, which is fine. A lot of price acceptance to the upside this morning. Bullish pressure buying in the market.
There's more to love.
One principle I learned in Ichimoku, one of my first principles learning in Ichimoku was how to understand whether you were overbought or oversold. At the time, I was getting burned up. I called it turn burn. I was learning how to understand when you're extended on these positions and not to get in, and trying to tame my emotions and everything else and learn at the same time, and paid a big price in all of that. But nonetheless, I learned something with Ichimoku that I thought was unique to me. I thought I was the one who discovered it, and I was so happy. But come to find out, there's already that principle. And it has to do with where you are with your Chikou in relation to price. You'll see a healthy separation, like that low point to there. You can see even healthier separation.
Order filled.
When it started out here. But we started losing ground. And we regained some ground here. But the more that comes in, the more likely it is, the closer it encroaches on price, the more likely it is that we get overbought. This, however, looks like a good position to be in right now. We still got plenty. We got a good bounce here off of the Tinkinson, which is a dynamic support and resistance. It's the Chikou is positioned to launch right here at this high. We were correlating in here, so we may get every bit of that movement. We got every bit of that movement available on the B4 lower indicator here. This could be a nice move. This could be a nice aggressive bullish move. Areas we got to watch out for. We need to watch out for here, the bracket. I'm going to zoom in on this. I'm watching it dance. I like what I see on the dance floor. I'm going to go ahead and get engaged here. Go ahead and lock that in. It looks healthy to lock in here. So now we have, we see what's going on inside the candle with our B4 footprint. I know that this is where the majority of the volume rests, right here. Then the point of control moved up. We had some delta divergence and an unfinished auction, two of my favorite signals that fired right here. So there is a barrier of support potentially in this area here. It came down and touched that area, and buyer stepped in there. So it's likely, I don't like when these line up equally. I don't like to see that. But in this case, they pushed through. We're going to go ahead and guard. Now look, we're at a high probability reversal point. I still got room on the lower B4 indicator, so I'm constantly I'm constantly making around here and looking at what's going on with our grid. And right now, this Tinkinson, this is the just to show you, this is the T and K, Cajuson and Tinkinson on a 210 chart. This is still acts as dynamic support and resistance. I don't use the time-based stuff here on a non-time-based chart, but I still use the Ichimoku elements, the lines. This is a dynamic support. We still have plenty of room here on the lower B4 indicator. We're at 2.44. We expect it to go to possibly 3 on this lower B4 indicator. It is slowing down. Just because we're high on the hog here, we're going to go ahead and guard that. With everything, we're going to guard the whole position.
Stop filled.
And let it take us out. I don't want to get long again right now. So if that's the case, I could come in here and turn on or off. Well, I'm going to let it do it. I'm going to let it do it. We still got a potential. We still got some width here. And that should have got
Order
me
filled.
in. We lost. Did we lose 2 trades? My little old memory. I think we lost 2 trades this morning. Now the squeeze is starting to take place. The squeeze typically takes place at the top of the bottom of the move, typically. And this is the perfect place to go ahead and guard that. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. This is a perfect launch point using Ichimoku principles that I teach in the class. I'm not going to go over it here that much. But that is a perfect launch point. I call that shouting from the mountain. We are extended here. If it does push up, I expect it to push up to around 3.
Stop filled.
But I'm perfectly fine guarding that. When you start seeing these bodies of these value areas overlap one another, engulfing one another, it's time to guard. Like I said, it may push on up. Now I'm kind of in some uncharted territory. Let's go through and see if we got any charting. Oh, there's our chart. We're in the long breakout mode. We got a target all the way up to here. Long target 1, long target 2. Yeah, we're still shouting here. It may push all the way up to here. I was a little cautious there. I probably would have been better served to separate my contracts and guarded it in pieces. Sellers are showing interest here. Excessive buying at the top, and then the sellers kicked in, and then the majority of the volume is below the buying interest here. Doesn't mean it's going to flip. It just means that, hey, we're still high here. We're 3.21. That's very high. It usually doesn't make it over 3 and doesn't make it below -3. We're very, very extended on the top side here. Look at what we're doing with volume. Yeah, that volume's getting high. That's what I was expecting. I was looking here. Notice our candles here, bullish, and then the majority of the volume is at the top of the candle. I'm expecting some sell-off here. That would have got us in short if we'd had it turned on. And that's what I'm expecting, a little sell-off here. You can go to b4signals.com. b4indicators.com and download our free B4 indicator. This right here. Once we lost that bullish background, it went black. I'm looking for the bearish opportunity. Players are definitely wanting to push this. This is one of our signature trades from the our teaching of our algo system. Looking for long opportunities all the way up to long target 1 and then long opportunities all the way up to long target 2. We'll go ahead and turn this back on. The market's really not moving right here. It's building up volume. This is a place where I would lock it in on either side with my little tool here, for my little chart trader. Put a buy order here, a sell order there. Usually whenever it breaks out of this little area, it usually gets moving enough that I can at least lock in a profit.
with YouTube Music Premium.
Let's see where we're at here. Yep, we still are extended here. I don't like that moving sideways like that. That's why I'm not placing any resting orders anywhere. If we do get in with the system here, we'll go ahead and manage the risk after the trade enters. I don't like this going sideways like this, especially not on an elevated move up at resistance here. This is where I depend on order flow to kind of make up my mind for me. I really like our delta divergence and our unfinished auction signals. Look at the amount of volume we're getting right here. This is just a battleground zone here. It definitely shouldn't move whenever it breaks out of here. It may take a straight run right to the long target. One, hard here. Somebody's going to give up. And we know what the intent of the bank is this morning with our algo. Our algo is used to understand the institutional trades. We use that every day, even though we have the automated trading tools. Algo is part of our system. We have a scenario trade setup for each day. High probability. We have a series of rules that we follow with those trade setups. It's a way to manage your money, manage risk. But we also have all of our other tools, our Ichimoku suite, our free B4 indicator, our CoPilot Pro, and our footprint. Now CoPilot Pro is taking in other signals from indicators. You can use indicators here, or you can use chart indicators here as your signal. Right here we have show you on the screen here. It's actually feeding into CoPilot Pro as a signal right here for chart indicators. Trying to see if there's any of them that I had turned on. I know I saw one of them this morning. Anyway, I only have like one of our signals turned on in here. I thought I had them all turned off. but I left one of them turned on and I saw it fire this morning. I don't see it right now.
Order filled.
Guys, this is not trading advice. You'll have to trade at your own risks. This is a very extended move here. What you want to do is you want to watch this right here. We need to stay above this value area here, preferably above this point of control. This is not one of my favorite positions to be in. I don't like trading whenever the B4 is skating across the screen like it is, especially at an elevated or a lower position. makers are selling. Retailers slacked off the buying. Looking at the L1 right here, the retailer, L2. You see right here the red on this bottom footer. Looking here at the edge of my squeeze zone right there. This is a level right here of interest. That green block you see right there, that's our B4 squeeze. It's from a 3-minute chart. It's a potential support. It's the only reason why I left this here. And the Tinkinson is a dynamic support. It's the only reason I let it take this much heat on this trade. Wasn't very fond of it from the beginning, from the entrance. So I reduced some of the risk on it. I was looking here at where can I reduce that risk to. That puts you at about 11.
Order filled.
Okay, that took me short, which I'm more favorable to right now. Alright guys, this is not trading advice. You have to trade at your own risks. Coming to a possible support area here in the edge of this cloud. It's time to guard a little bit, protect a little capital.
Stop filled.
Little show you indicator still in development here, guys. I need to make this cloud, this Kumo, a little more transparent. I'm still working out the details on it. I got bigger fish to fry than the visuals of it right now.
Order filled.
Alright, overall we are bullish. Ichimoku wise, 3 minute. We need to get above this Tinkinson and close above this Tinkinson really to make a determination of re-entry. But order flow has got us in, so we do understand that is a potential point there where people are showing interest, and they did show interest. It's relevant by the tape. Order flow had an unfinished auction there. They don't always work. Let's see. I'm looking at my numbers here. I don't want to take full risk on that. I'm not copying it anymore, so I'm locked in. But if I were, I'd be limiting that risk. If it breaks below that line and breaks below the cloud, it's probably going to go bearish. This line is a volatility adjusted virgin point of control.
Stop filled.
Look predominantly bearish here with the B4. You don't want to get long until you close above that Tinkinson. I usually don't want to get short until I close below the Kijinson here. This is the third wave. These show you dots. We don't have the third set of show you dots, but they should be up in here somewhere. And this is the determination of a wave 3 of the trend. And you want to see what side of the Tinkinson or the Kijinson you end up on here. It's when you close on either side of it, that's the way you take the trade. That's the traditional way that I typically trade this position. You could, in that case, turn off your algo, whenever you have certain things that you know. Turn off the CoPilot Pro at your discretion. So this is a trade that, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. This is where I expect wave 3 is at the 33. I expect it to after 33 to make a determination what side of the Kijinson or Tinkinson I'm on. And let's see, that was wave 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's where I expected it. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So right here at this point, I usually look at, okay, so this is where it's at. This is where I usually look for either a continuation or we're going to go back and do a reversal. So I didn't realize that's where we're at. We've already passed that point. But looking at the checkout trail, I didn't realize we were that far. Looking at the checkout trail is an opportunity of price to come like here, come right here, and then something like that.
Order filled.
We're at the 0 line right here. So this is a possible continuation. Let's see. So what I look at on the lower B4, I'm going to pull this up a little bit. Look at it from a bigger perspective. Yeah. Got the squeeze there. Got a possible continuation right here to the upside. Look at the 0 line. Most of our bounces are at the 0 line. So I look at 3 spots here basically. The -3, the +3, and the 0 line. Good opportunity here for some upside movement. This may even be more aggressive than this here. If it launches from this point again. We launched here. Let's see if we get that next launch from here. Which we got a pattern here. Take and measure that.
Order filled.
You can turn it off. I have it right now to where it auto reverses. If we get an opposite signal, you got options here. You can do nothing. You can do exit. You can do break even. I got it on reverse. I was doing a lot of choppy markets. We have other options for choppy markets, and that's take it out of trending mode, put it in ranging mode. Works very well in choppy markets. So you can make the system adjust to your environment. I'm not necessarily a big fan of this short position right here. For that reason, I'm going to limit my exposure on it.
stop filled.
In fact, I'm going to turn off shorts right now. So if we can close above that line, I'm looking for a long position, basically. Get out of there. Again, this isn't trading advice. You'd have to trade at your own risks. Right now, we're still coiled up at that zero line. If that trade worked out to the short side, it'd be just the opposite. But sometimes they do that. And sometimes they just bounce in between the trigger lines. These, what I'm drawing here, are trigger lines. This is the bearish trigger line I'm drawing here. I drew the bullish one.
Order filled.
to go ahead and reduce risk. I'm not in love with this position. I don't like being in this at this stage of the trade. In between the T and the K, I don't like getting in positions here.
Stop filled. Order filled.
If I was in any position, this would be the position I'd want to be in. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put a...
Order submitted.
Missed it.
Order filled.
I should have put it above that line. I was acting too fast. I should have put a resting order above that line. But this is more what I expect here. According to the Ichimoku. Yeah, I should have put that order above that line, not below it.
Order filled.
Now that didn't flip my position because this was a manually entered position here. This auto reverse tool only has control over your strategy entered positions. My stop loss is below the value area here of this candle.
Stop. Order filled.
Again, after making all those wins early in the morning, if you start losing, it's time to shut it down. And I turned off. I quit copy trading already. I've already done that. But if you start losing a couple in a row, it's time to go ahead and shut it down, especially if you've made money.
Stop filled.
We were up to 13,000 a while ago. We're at 8,000 here. We don't have that, big momentum that we had earlier. We're losing momentum here. Third wave of the trade. Usually in Ichimoku, you expect 3 waves of a trade. If we break below the Kijun here, my next target is the edge of the cloud. This flat spot right here. I'll go ahead and move this line here.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Alright guys, this isn't trading advice, but if I was in that position, I'd be guarding it. Make sure I paid for it. I'm looking for a potential target down here to 68, 76, 75. Got another target, 68, 83. Watch it at the edge here. Of that value area. We're at support. Chicow in the candles. Possible support area with the Keatonson flat here. We're -3 at support. Chicow in the candles, possible support. Opportunity for a bounce here. At the bottom of the value area here, it may break all the way to here. 68.73. If it gets aggressive from here, it could come down to 68.73.25. $73.25 right up in here. So looking for it to possibly support here. VWAP right here. Be watching it right here, guys. We could still have some more downside, even though it's 3.35. Got the edge of the cloud here still. This is a real prominent possible support area. I would go ahead and guard capital here. You may not want to guard all of it. You may want to break your position out. Break your stop out. Segment it. Especially if you made some money in it. It could push down, but I'm thinking this is probably the end of the line here. I'm going to go ahead and pull it all down.
Stop filled.
Well, Paul, how do you like it this morning, buddy?
He's no longer in the.
Oh, is he no longer there? Okay, hold on. I was looking here.
Order filled.
Oh, yeah, he done left out. Okay. I guess he's got to go. He's in the UK. So this is an early morning activity for him. Alright guys, be careful here. Notice I got my kiss dots firing right here. So when my kiss dots are firing, I'm guarding. I'm not wanting to enter a short position. I'm wanting to protect capital.
Stop filled.
So typically I'll move my stop loss
Order filled.
down. It doesn't mean that it's an opportunity to enter long. In this case, I think it's okay. It's not meant for a counter trend setup. You can use it that way. In this case, I think it's a good opportunity. But I would just make sure I locked in profit there with that. Because it could get stopped out right here.
Stub filled.
What I like about my order flow here is if it does get stopped out right here and does a continuation, it'll likely get me back in. So guys, in the actual in your portal, now I'm not sure if y'all are able to download it or not. If you're having trouble with it, let me know. I'll go back and work on it, revisit that, but I think it's okay. I put this grid in the portal, and basically what I'm doing is I got a 30-minute chart here with the squeeze on it and the footprint. Got the footer turned off, so I got a little, I'm not really looking at the footer here. On the grid that I shared, I had the B4 algo on here and the kiss dots, and I just turned on the Ichimoku on that. Well, on this one, I'm trying out, I'm building this new indicator here, or show you. I'm going to replace the grid with putting the show you on here as soon as I get it finished.
Order filled.
I'm still developing the show you. I'm just kind of forward testing it while I'm developing it. Okay, there's one of my show you signals. Yeah, I got the TK cross turned on by default. You heard the little gunshot, the little ricochet.
I like them.
I got little sound effects in the show you. And each signal has its own optional, well, the buy, sell, and Keijin flat all have optional signal sounds with a library there that you could choose from. I gotta check it though. I'm not sure about this. I'm looking at this morning. I'm looking at that trend background. And there may be something wrong with my formula here. I gotta check that formula. Besides it being granular like that, why is that all bearish there? I need to look at that. And that's why you run it like I'm running it this morning. You got to run it live and look at it and evaluate it. And is there an error there? You know, it's a lot of work.
Order filled.
Okay, guys, looking at this, let's look at, so the first thing I want to look at is where I'm at in the big picture. I'm at the edge of that. I don't like that. I'm at the edge of where the bull started buying here. And that volume there, that pushed all that up. I'm at the edge of all that volume, so I don't necessarily like the bullish position because of that right here. Here I'm going wrong. I'm going against my kiss dots. Now my T and K are in this instance facing down, which is sometimes it'll progressively push when that's happening through the kiss dots, but I still don't like it that much. It's still kind of counter productive to me, so I'm going to be careful with this. I'm going to minimize my exposure on it at least. I don't want to take full risk on that trade. It's just iffy to me. We're already down low on, and we lost the bearish momentum background. Who's shooting at me here? Oh.
Stop filled. Order filled.
Oh, that was my kiss line that did that. I got to change the sound for I got to change the ricochet sound on the kiss line. I left this thing on
Stop
running
filled.
overnight. I was developing it at 1:30 this morning. 1:30 this morning. And I left it on. I turned it on. I turned the setup on. I made sure I had everything right. I had to uninstall NinjaTrader and reinstall it because I was having issues in NinjaTrader again. And I don't want to fight this in the morning. Let me stay up. And I left it on. And all throughout the night, I was waking up to ricochets. Pew! Pew! All right, we're in the cloud. VWAP bounce. Maybe coiling again here. Possible TK cross there. Possible Kumo twist here. Could coil before that happens. Oh, you got me.
Order filled.
Love it.
Stop filled. Stop filled. Order filled.
Who is firing at me? Again, with the KISS dots, you don't want to be just entering. So I'm in a bad situation here, just entering this trade. This looks good. This looks good. This looks good. Everything looks good with the Ichimoku. There's a caveat to these KISS dots, and that's whenever these T and the K, two of the hot A lines, are facing aggressively in your position, in your direction, in your favor, where it will typically push through those KISS lines. So we'll probably push through here. And then the show you dots are aggressive to the downside. Potential sell-off here with the Kumo twist. Price will typically get aggressive if you have that Kumo twist. One of our early sell signals that I'm adding to this show you is right here. It's called a Q-line cross. That's my signal. It's something that I discovered in Ichimoku.
Stop filled.
But we will be adding that
Stop
to
filled.
the tool. There's some things that the trading view indicator won't be able to handle. We're fully loaded on the trading view indicator. I can't add anything else. I have some room here on the NinjaTrader script, so I'm going to add a few more signals. We're at possible support here. We're in a squeeze. We're below the cloud here. If we break the cloud here, our next target area is right here. Or possibly here. Then the next area we'd be interested in is right there.
Order filled.
That would be a sell-off all the way back to here, to where we came from. I want you to notice this top row here on this footer and go back and look, was it correct? Bullish move, would you have made money? Yes. Bullish move, would you have made money? Yes. Bearish move, would you have made money? Yes. Bearish move, yes. Bearish move, yes. Bearish, yes. Bearish, yes. Bearish, yes. Bearish, yes. Bearish, yes. Usually you're going to find with this top footer, top row of this footer, the divergence, you're going to find about 8 out of 10 trades would have made you money. We're getting some very aggressive price action. We have what's called speed of tape right now. Really aggressive orders coming in. I would like to keep that at a nice round.
Order filled.
There we go. I was about to pull that down. Again, I have that on auto reverse. I probably just look at that. I know you're not supposed to trade your P&L, but I quit trading a while back. I'm in sim here. I would like to keep that number at around 10,000.
Stop filled.
Typically, we touch the Tenkinson by 9 candles. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 9th candle. So the expectation for that, and I don't have my little heart. It's for price to touch right there for a retracement. Kumo bounce.
Order submitted.
Put that above the point of control there. Since it's you, I just want to show you what I got here on this indicator. I have
Which indicator is that? Is that
the show you that I'm working on? Yeah. Each individual signal has a confirmation library. That's the Kumo bounce, and I haven't tested this yet. Maybe I want it volume confirmed. Maybe I want it ATR based, multi-time frame. Maybe I want a price reaction or rejection, or maybe it has to be aligned with the Kumo or cheek out or Kumo thickness or the trend background direction. Let's just go volume confirmed. I haven't tested this aspect of it. It's still reading it. I haven't tested the confirmations on it yet. I still got to go through and test all the. I just added them, but all of them are going to have their own confirmations. Now that didn't enter short.
Order canceled.
I'm just going to go ahead and sell.
Order filled.
That didn't enter short because we had a resting order, and the strategy will not override your resting orders because your resting orders are your priority. It don't look like in this instance it's going to touch the ninth candle here. It's rejecting hard, and so we've seen all these different signals firing. We went ahead and got short. We're at support now, so be careful. We're at support according to my Ichimoku analysis and what this says here. So they both agree. I wasn't peeking when I drew that line there, by the way. It wasn't no pea pie. They just, that's a prominent area. Ichimoku is very powerful.
Stub filled. Order filled. Stub filled.
Should have let that flip me. And it didn't because I put a manual order in there.
Order filled.
All right, we're coming into some layers of support. This is where I laid it out here on the other chart with support. Right here it's 68.39.50. That correlates with this right here. I'll go ahead and move that down. I like taking my trades off from this side, not the other.
Stub filled. Stub filled.
All right, we made it to our support area and it flipped on us.
Order filled.
That's the power of Ichimoku, guys. It stopped dead in its tracks there, and whether it works out here, I'm not sure.
Order filled.
But it is always an area to be mindful of here. It flipped on us here, but let's see what it's going to do. If it breaks, we expect it to break all the way down to here. Where are we at here? We're at 2.61. We got room. Well, it needs to go up. I don't like this. It needs to go up. It needs to have some buyback here to have room for it to really go down. Let's see what it's going to do here, guys. Nevertheless, this area is an important area. Very prominent area. to keep an eye on. I don't like this.
Order filled.
This says that we need some more. We need to buy back. We need to buy, but the zero line's right there. It could be shaky. It could be choppy all up in this area here. It could chop, come back down, and chop back down, or it can go on up to 3. I would like it to go to 3, of course. That would put us back up to the cloud, put us back up to here, and then possibly continuation to the downside if that does happen. Let's see, but this could be choppy right here, guys. Yep, it did find that as support. Now we're at possible resistance here.
Stop filled.
So it's time to guard it.
Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled.
Guarded that because we're at the Tinkinson down here. And because we started overlapping with our value areas.
Order filled.
I'm expecting this to probably go work out to the bearish position here. It may have a little resistance. We'll see. I may be totally wrong. We're over the cloud, over the Tinkinson here. That's bullish right now with the little Ichimoku on this 210. So I'm going to reduce that risk on that position.
Stop filled.
So the first thing I go to is whenever I'm making my rounds, I look here. Bears, there's the point of control. We're still bearish. Still bearish here. We're bullish on the shortest term, which is the 2 candles here. And then I look at, I make the round. I look here, the higher time frame, the 3-minute chart with the Ichimoku forecast that I'm familiar with, my lower B4 indicator, where we are in oscillation, and then where I'm at on the finer chart. If we get down below the wick of that candle, we can go short.
Order filled.
$4.75. Let's go ahead and lock that in. Lower B4 still got room to the upside to about 3. That's where I want to go shorter. We're up at 2.4.
Stop filled. Stop filled. Stop filled.
We're at 2.45 on the lower B4 indicator here. We still got some potential upside.
Order filled. Order filled.
And that's what I like about order flow. It'll get you in trades that you normally would miss out on. I was looking for some upside potential, and it flipped us, and it made the right decision. We are at right around the zero line still. Potential support area right here. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. I just noticed we're right there at 10,000 there. I'll pause the strategy. We've lost a lot of our momentum, from our upside to our downside. Now this could be shaky. This could be choppy here. I'm looking at the potential with the show you dots. The show you dots say the cloud's likely to go sideways and slightly to the downside. It's showing that the T and the K are likely to go sideways and to the downside. And it's time for the market to start slowing down here. So I'm thinking this is going to be choppy in this area right now. And I probably don't want to trade until I get a candle close above the Tinkinson here, which that puts you in the cloud. You really want to break out of the cloud or below. I said the Tinkinson. I meant Kijinson. Or below the Tinkinson here for a continuation to the downside. I'd probably be looking for the downside opportunity and wait until I don't want to, if it gets closes above the cloud, okay. But if it does close above that cloud, the place to look at here would be here for a target. If we close above here. If we can get a trade from there to there, that'll be fine. The short term needs to make sense. The lower B4 needs to make sense. But right now, with the projection of the Tinkinson and the Kijinson here, Tinkinson here, SSB, SSA, likely to kind of chop and go sideways right here. Plus the timing, what time it is now. That's what I would expect. So where I'm at right now, I'll go ahead and stop. People shooting at me here. That was a short signal. That would have got a short. That's the position I'm looking for. Of course, we need to get through this cloud here. I think we'll be able to do that. Still eyeing these areas here. Remember I said I wanted to go short if we got below here a while ago. I realized there was an opportunity to pull back there, but I was still eyeing the short as being below the cloud. Chico broke below the candles, looking for short opportunities. This would be my re-entry, my choice re-entry for my short. This looks healthy to the downside, the lower B4. Making our rounds. Bearish candles. Had some buying in here, pressure. But overall bearish in the market here. The last hour. Opportunity for it to come on down. We need to break below this value area here, which happens to be right here. You look right here where I laid this out to 68.46. You look at the value area at 68.47. You need to get below that 68.47, in my opinion. 68.46.75, whatever. You need to get below this value area really here before you have a good solid sell-off. And I was using just using this here. Ichimoku, guys, is amazing. Boom. Seller starting to dominate here. That would have got us in short. This would have actually got us in short here if we'd had it turned on. Guys, we have an amazing system. It's getting better day by day. You can check us out at b4signals.com. Also, if you want to download the free indicator here, you go to b4indicators.com. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and check out here. This is our B4, before I go, this is our B4 algo on the chart with our levels here, our institutional levels. We have trade setups each day. Our B4 footprint, we've been showing you here with the footprint charts and the lower footer here. B4 CoPilot Pro has been given the automated order entries that you've been seeing. We got our free B4 indicator here. We have our footprint here on a 30-minute chart, acting as a volume profile, using it for profiling. And we have our Ichimoku Show You, which is in development, that I have here. Just going around and making like clockwork here, using each of these elements to gauge price, manage risk. Well, all right, guys, that's it for me today. Go check out our indicators at b4signals.com. Thank you very much.
Sure.
All right. Well.